Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at the Cardano chart and the prices and the price developments, and also at the Bitcoin chart, because Bitcoin is starting to move the markets. As always, please hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you want to learn about technical analysis, you can find a link to my second channel on which I teach TA in the video description, and there's a lesson pretty much every day. So let's take a look at Cardano. I started to talk about the Elliott Wave method yesterday, and I think I got it a little bit wrong. I'm currently going through the whole chart and start counting, and the thing with Elliott Wave, you want to get it right, and because if you make a mistake, the whole thing is wrong. So I spent a few hours yesterday after my video really going through it in detail. I only mentioned it briefly yesterday. I think I had it wrong when looking at the charts and applying the rules. I did say that I thought that in the current move here where we are, that we were in a fourth wave, but that's not true, because we can't go below the in the fourth corrective wave, we can't go below wave 1. So that is not true in my opinion. Yeah, we are not there. So where are we at the moment? In my opinion, let me just zoom out, and I go into more detail in the next few videos. On the weekend I will spend some more hours to really go through the chart and count where we are. We've got the sort of super cycle wave 1, 2, and we're currently in that third one here. And within that third so-called super cycle wave, we do have a main wave 1, a main wave 2, and now we are in the main wave 3. That has not been completed yet. I did say yesterday that third one was completed, but it hasn't been completed yet. So, and the reason I say that is that we are here in the wave 3. Actually, you know, that fourth corrective wave can't go below wave 1, which it is here. So this third wave, according to Elliott Wave method, has not been completed yet. We are currently, again, you know, the thing is, what makes it a bit complicated, and what also makes it a bit complicated for viewers potentially to understand, is that each wave is again split into 5 subwaves pretty much. So I'm going through that in more detail on the weekend and try to make it very simple. But just to give you a quick update, that we have completed a subwave 5 here at the top, and we are now in a corrective move. A, B, and C is coming. That's what I think. From here, I expect a corrective move where I said the target could be something like 180, and I'll go through that in more detail on the weekend in another video. From here, we could then move to a third move to the upside, which then the target will be 450, at least in my opinion 450, and that is in the next few months. From there will then be that fourth move down and a fifth move up, but talking about price targets here now wouldn't be appropriate, because we need to see where we land with 3. Only then, based on Elliott Wave, you can start to count and calculate price targets for 4 and 5. So that's where we are at the moment. We have not finished that third main wave yet, so that's what we are doing now. All right, I'll get into more clarity and more detail on the weekend, and please bear in mind that I only started with Elliott Wave yesterday. I have used in the past, I know what Elliott Wave method is, but to apply it to a chart, you know, there are people who employ analysts for that, and I'm on my own here, so I need to have some time to go through it. And please bear in mind, if I make a mistake, please bear with me. But yeah, I know what it is. I have used in the past. It's just, it takes a bit of time to really get the rules applied to the charts correctly, because there are not many rules, but it's important to apply them correctly. So that is why, yeah, I'll talk about more about it on the weekend. I know a lot of you guys want to hear about Elliott Wave method, so I'll spend some time, take some time out of the day for me and really apply it. But that's good news, I suppose, that we haven't, in my opinion, completed that third main wave to the upside yet. Okay, and in terms of what the moves on the micro scale are doing now, let's just go to the Cardano chart here. This is the Kraken chart on the daily that I normally use. What we can currently see here is that we are still trading within that descending triangle. What we can see on the daily is that the 50-day moving average, which is the blue line, is likely to provide some initial support should we really drop further to the downside. And the 200-day is of course down here. Not much has changed since yesterday, so I won't go into that in detail for anybody who's watched yesterday's video. You know, I don't want to bore you guys. What we can see here on the 4-hour chart is that this downtrend that we saw is currently slowing down. This is of course a very short-term downtrend. You know that it only started on the 15th, so you guys know that we are in an overarching uptrend, but on the short-term scale we are in a small downtrend. So within this descending triangle, what we can see is that we had obviously that pump, we had that attempt to break out, we actually retested that diagonal former resistance then support line of that descending triangle. It was actually yeah, it looked successful, but the next candle then was a red one, so we went back in, but we retested successfully again. But then in the next candle, which was quite big, that is when we dropped down. And what you can see here is the dynamic of the market. It looked like we were going up, but it was a bit like a fake breakout, because then we had quite a big, well, comparatively small red candle to that green candlestick. But if you look at all of these here, it was quite significant. And then we could see that the downtrend was accelerating with that huge red candle. Then we had another smaller green candle, but now the red candles seem to be slowing down a little bit. Here was quite a bit of support by the buyers, because that lower shadow is quite long. And then you can see here sort of that concept of deceleration and acceleration that I talked about in previous videos, where that downtrend is slowing down. You can also see that, I think you should see that on the RSI. I actually haven't had a look, but we can see that yeah, we can't see it yet. I think very soon we'll have something like a bullish divergence emerging here, and maybe we can see it on the hourly. So we need to go to the hourly quickly, but the indicators aren't looking great generally on ADA, and I did say that in previous videos. The indicators themselves don't look great, but I think with the with our conference coming, with the Cardano Summit, I think that might push the price up. We are again in an area, in a range where a breakout will probably be happening if we manage to break out above here. So we are currently at that level again, attempt to move up here. So if we break that again, that's currently at 244 pretty much, and then we can go up to 255, or we can bounce off and go back down to, in the first instance, 238. Then we've got that other support here at 235. And below that we've got 230. You can see that all of these provided some support, and below that we've got 220 and $2 as main support levels. And you know, based on Elliott Wave, I'd say that yesterday we could even go down to 180 once more. And to be honest, I did say that from an Elliott Wave perspective, going down to 180 once more would actually be not bad. You could actually look forward to that, because from that 180 level then you can really start that next move to the upside. But I'll get into more detail on the on the weekend. So anyway, what are we going to do here? So we need to watch these levels. 244 at the moment to the upside can take us up to 255, and if we break 238, yeah, I think we could go down to 230. What is going to happen? My gut feel, I think we might hopefully attempt another breakout to the upside, because then we could make another attempt to invalidate that head and shoulders. Again, that head and shoulders has not been completed yet or invalidated yet. We are still waiting if we can make new higher highs above 280, which would invalidate that head and shoulders, or do we go down to 230, which would then be the completion of that head and shoulders pattern, from which then we could drop down to $2. That would be the price target. But guys, bear in mind, this is only the short-term noise. Long-term or even medium-term, extremely bullish Cardano, especially with everything fundamentally what happened. And also technically we are of course still in a medium-term and a long-term uptrend. And here on the hourly we can see, can we see that divergence forming? No, I don't think we can see a bullish divergence forming here yet. The price is, the RSI is merely confirming what the RSI is confirming what the price is doing. But again, we don't see, I think, anything different here on the hourly chart. not really, so it's not worth really talking about it. So that's pretty much the update. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin for anybody who wants to switch off now, because only ADA is interesting, and that's fine. Bitcoin, however, isn't doing much as well. I did say in my video yesterday that my gut feel was that we were breaking out of this broadening triangle here that we have currently for Bitcoin. I'm going to move in. Don't forget we had that golden cross forming a few days ago. Did mention it a few times now. And we are trading at the moment in this golden cross. We're trading in this broadening triangle at the moment. On the hourly, we found some support here at this cluster of moving averages on the hourly. And yeah, we're bouncing off this diagonal support line now. And the resistance line, it seems like, we had an attempt to break below 47,200 yesterday. That was, I think, before I made my video, or just when I did my video. We held that support level. Now we are on our way up, and possibly will even, so either we might, there's a small support level here, but we might even go up to 48,500 again and retest. And then if we break through that, I think then Cardano will start to really move as well to the upside. And however, we could bounce off again and then possibly retest the 47,200 again. So in these range markets, you can do a bit of trading here. But of course, always wait, I think, for the breakout or for what the price is doing. But long term, again, Bitcoin, I'm very bullish. So we just need to see what's happening. That could even be, depending on what happens now, it could also be something like a channel here forming. But at the moment, it looks very much like a broadening triangle, in which, what does it mean? It means volatility is increasing. There's indecision in the market. So we need to wait until these key levels are broken to determine if the price is going to continue to move to the upside more. But I did say my gut feel was that we are going to move to the upside. That would be great. All right, so hopefully you liked that update video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.